I'm gonna flip it back to SSG because I feel like we've been talking about the legends, we've been talking about the bounds, we've been talking about the stellars, but sometimes a player that if you don't account for that will pop off, especially in Slayer, is Eco. If you start focusing on everyone else on the map, you have fallen into the trap that Eco wants you into. Watch out for that man who starts off with a reversal.
Well, that's 3 dead for the side of Rebellion already. We'll see if they continue on this pressure that they've caused. So far, it's Eco, the man you talked about, Tony. He's got a shock rifle, and he's looking for the spawners of the side of Rebellion.
Over toward that S4 side with the sniper. This is kind of where you want Eco to be, but gonna give that up just momentarily. Wants to get involved with the close range fights. Back-to-back kills for Stellar and SSG. Right off of spawn, Space Station Gaming looks to be involved, and they get right back to their seaside setup with a 4-kill advantage.
Yeah, they've held this side of the map, and they don't need to move whatsoever. They've got the shock rifle in the hands of Eco. They've got the lead as well. They can stay here all game long. I don't think that will be the case. You see the pressure comes through from all angles here. Eco trying to find another lane. And Bound, another player get a kill. Soul Snipes down to no shields. This is beautiful by the side of SSG. They trade 4 kills for only 2.
History may be doomed to repeat itself. We talked about the blowout the last time this was a Slayer Solitude in favor of SSG. It was a 50-21 score line. As of right now, you've over doubled the enemy team score line has Space Station Gaming, but Eco with the shock. Sending that nade back, still lining them up, getting the body shots, but can't quite find the head with that shock. Still Bound drops down to get the cleanup kill. And once again, Rebellion, staggered spawners. They're struggling.
Yeah, this is not good. I mean, Rebellion, even with that, they had a couple shots in that shock rifle, not able to find any sort of comfortable space here. They're being pressured by SSG time and time again. Finally, they get 2 kills in the feed, but not without allowing the score to get 19-8. Make that 20-8. The kill on the mental connects.
Stellar's on a 10-1 run right now. He is 10-1 at the moment. Rebellion, if you want any chance of coming back in this game, the player that you gotta shut down is SSG. He is being a thorn in the side right now. And looks like Suppress is able to take him out. Bound does get away with camouflage. You can't stop what you can't see, and Bound is hunting him down.
Yeah, he gets one. Look at the way he plays his life. Even with such a massive lead like this, you see he's still playing his life. He's still alive. 25-11. Man, if you're a Rebellion, you've got to find something, some sort of way to bring this game back. And you see they start to wolf pack on the top of posters. Bound is here. Will they take him out quickly? Yes. Bound is down, but 27-13, Tony. What is going on?
Surprised that wasn't a trade out by Bound over towards posters. Also surprised Eco not able to get away with his life and shock, so shock will change hands. And Cycle drops down to the low ground, runs into a bit of a 1v2, and now we're seeing SSG take over once again. A double push out of Shopify Rebellion to free up the spawning players might be what they need, but you're still so far behind.
Yeah, almost double the score here. New cam was coming up in 20 seconds, so that could be something they can work with. But again, the shock rifle ends up in the hands of Stellar. He's 10-2. He's died 2 times this entire game. You gotta stop him. If you're the side of Rebellion, this man is popping off.
Whoo! You can't stop him. You can't even contain him. As Stellar has only died 3 times this entire game. Double-digit lead here for Space Station Gaming. As they're starting to move into their end game, something has to change here for Shopify Rebellion. You put your 22nd kill on the board. It's not totally out of hand just yet. It may look grim, but you're not out yet.
Yeah, I understand like how this looks, but I'm telling you, this is definitely not over yet. A few kills here and a couple good positioning moments. You can see a flip. It's 35-24 now. Still now it's a 12-kill game. Cycle goes down a 13-kill game. I don't know what I'm talking about. Legend gets a triple. SSG looking to close it out.
Trying to make a case here for Shopify Rebellion, but it's really hard when Legend starts to match the output that Stellar had in the early game. And the early game was all the Stellar show, but right now, Legend, he turns the channel. 13-7 right now, 5 assists and a trapped Rebellion.
And what do? You're spawning on the bottom of Snipe. You have to fight your way through, but then you've got Legend behind you. He's taking a beautiful angle. 3 down. Go Rebellion. Mental, the last player alive. He's going to share the same fate in just a moment. He does. 44-25. A couple squats in game for the side of Stellar. 6 more kills, and SSG will be your HCS Open #2 champions.
Stellar handing out tea bags, and something tells me Rebellion do not like that flavor right there. That is not good. When Stellar starts giving the body disrespect, you know you done pissed SSG off. 45-30 right now. It's although Soul Snipe was able to get himself a huge kill, it's not big enough. You're still down double digits. SSG only needing 4 more, 1 squad wipe away from becoming your champions.
This is just nearly impossible. Like, there's just no way to come back from something like this. Mental teabagging the Bound, who's up 48-35. Guess that'll help you feel a little bit better about this domination that we see on the screen here. He picks up the camo, but too little too late. SSG will be your HCS Open #2 champions.
SSG get their revenge. It was that Open Series #1 where Shopify Rebellion upset them in the grand finals after the bracket reset. It was in the winners bracket where we saw Shopify Rebellion once again win a game 5 and send SSG down to the lower bracket. SSG had to win 2 best of 5 series, had to do it in 10 games, did Space Station Gaming. But they did it.
They did it. They did it well. They put on a show for us over here in the chat, of course, watching on Twitch, watching on YouTube. A shout out to all of you, and put on a show for us casters. What a beautiful, beautiful tournament this was. Rebellion take the very first Open. Space Station have something to say about that and take Open #2. Very close, at least online, are these 2 teams. Incredible series.
We're taking a look at the series layout. A reverse sweep. Mind you, in the grand final, Shopify Rebellion went up 2-0 in the series and were 1 game away from sweeping Space Station. It took a reverse sweep in order for SSG to come back, reset the bracket, and still going all the way to a game 5. And there's some stuff going on in the chat.
You amateurs are good on Thursday, but Sunday is for champions. There you go. I don't think Bound sounds like that, but regardless, some replays here. Shopify Rebellion showed so many different points of domination, but it wasn't enough. And honestly, you know what's really crazy, Tony? The first grand final series, the game 5 ended 50-36, and the second grand final series, the game 5 ended 50-36. Wow. Script is paying off like crazy.
Reversal.
Really, really fun. And you saw in the game chat, first of all, you already know they gonna get at each other. They gonna talk a little bit of junk. You already know. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure it's all love, you know?
Of course.
About saying that Sundays for champions, that's funny. That is too funny. And this is beautiful to watch. We really are seeing a rivalry start to happen. Shopify Rebellion, you know, they've already proven Arlington was not a fluke. Not by any means, nowhere close. This is a team that is legitimately contending for top 4, legitimately contending for top 3. And so far, in back-to-back opens, they've made 2 grand finals. Have Shopify Rebellion. It's been impressive.
They flip the switch when it matters the most, and that's what you love to see in a championship roster like SSG. Excited to see if what I said comes true. If they win multiple LAN events this year, I really do think they have the talent to do so. That Legend acquisition was huge. I think it just makes everyone's just so comfortable on the squad now, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, and just a beautiful, beautiful job by them today.
And guys, don't go anywhere. we got some extra content coming here soon. You might just think that it's over, but it's actually not, because we love hearing from different perspectives. You got us, the casters, you got the desk, but we love hearing from different side of things. So just to give y'all a little sneak peek, I don't want to ruin it just yet, but you're not going to want to go anywhere here. SSG, your champions once again. And why don't we throw it over to Alien Tools to have a few words with us?
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like a rivalry has been born. I feel like Shopify Rebellion had incredible gameplay throughout the entire tournament, incredible achievements from them, but it was SSG who ended up taking this week number 2 win.
I mean, hey, like I said, SSG, there is no big three when it comes to them. It's just big me when it comes to SSG. That I think they're the best team in the world right now. I don't think there's a close team in contention right now when it comes to being icy and winning when it matters the most. And well, there's one player that I think personifies that over on the SSG roster.
Yeah, and I think that person who we would love to talk about this with is Bound. Let's bring in Bound to have a chat with him.
Welcome,
Bound, how are you doing?
I think your mic's hot. Whatever you say will come out on air. Hey.
How are you feeling, Bound? I mean, I feel like that first week 1, Shopify Rebellion took it, but week number 2, you said Sundays is for champions. How are you feeling about that one?
Feeling good. I mean, the seems pretty good. I mean, they've been playing really good Halo recently. They're a pretty fast-paced team like us, so it's super mixy when we play them, but it feels good to win after just losing a couple days ago. So, yep.
Well, it's been a real back and forth between the two of you guys, or I should say the two teams, since Thursday. What's really changed today where you guys felt like you're icing up? Any specific changes you guys made from Thursday to today to make sure that you were grand champions this time?
I guess we're just kind of keeping the momentum going in those Game 5 Slayers there, where the last couple Game 5s we played, I think we lost 3 Game 5s to them in a row. We're just slowing the game down, and that's not really how we play. And I think especially with it being online, it's just like, I don't know, there's not that many nerves it feels like when we're playing them. They're just like making crazy plays, just running at us. So we thought we'd just like fight fire with that. So yeah.
Some big clutch moments throughout the entire series, but Game 5, like you said, the momentum was there. What was the cons beforehand? Did you guys have a set strategy, a set open to try to counter what they were able to do? It's been 2 times in a row that you guys have really dominated Shopify Rebellion on that Solitude Slayer. What's the strats going into Game 5?
I mean, we're pretty confident on Solitude as a whole, but for the starting strat, at least, we've been playing Eagle this whole grand finals, and we're not used to really playing Eagle, so it's kind of just like, fuck it, do whatever, and if it works, it works, and it just happened to work out for us, so.
Absolutely. Honestly, I've been really impressed with how Legend has come into the scene and has taken over the game. I believe you're really close with him. Can you kind of give us an insight as to what that process has been like, onboarding him to the SSG brand and having him incorporate with the team, and what makes him a great teammate?
Yeah, I mean, he kind of just got on the team and just started shitting the second he got here. I mean, he's really fucking good at the game. He's super fucking fast, kind of what we were looking for, and he plays the way we like to play with OBJ, max efficiency, shit like that. As far as him just like getting on the team and like, I don't know, it was weird at first a little bit with the language barrier a little bit, but I don't know. It's after winning the first event, it's kind of just like we feel like we should win everything with them. Especially after winning the first event with the new guy, it's kind of just all right, let's fucking win everything.
I mean, that's the big thing, right? It's like everyone's been talking about the big three, but during this entire online season right here, it seems as if you guys are the only team from the big three that's consistently making it over into finals. Like, is it still a big three conversation, or is it just SSG?
I mean, I feel like our team has always made grand finals. We may not win every time, but even on LAN, and I mean, not really on LAN last year, but on LAN last year, we kind of made finals every time, so we always expect to make the finals, just as whoever we play, wherever we play, but it is weird playing Shopify every time. It's kind of just like, they kind of just started going crazy. I don't know really what happened last week for them to start popping off like this, but it's respectable from them for sure.
All right, you guys have so many great players on your team. I just got to ask,